Hey guys, Kiguru here. Today got a pretty long video for you guys covering the first part of WWDC. That's my new thing, WWDC 2008. The first part of the keynote. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a following part because it goes on for it's not a whole one long conference pretty much. Well, it goes bit by bit. They do it in several parts. But anyways, I'm gonna jump right into it. It's gonna be a pretty long one, geeky one. I may add. It's gonna have a lot of information, so. If you're up for it, sit back, relax, and get ready to, listen up now. This is going to contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen WWDC, head over to Apple's website and watch the keynote address. It's about 2 hours, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, let's jump right in. They started off talking about the iPhone, obviously, and the Enterprise. This was built off the SDK. The iPhone will be now more the 2.0 SDK software will be now more secure. They work with Cisco to get the VPN to make it more secure. That's just an example. They have more wireless security with WPA, all that, all this other, wireless protection. They even went over with the Fortune 500. These are like the largest business corporations, and they have a lot of them I believe 35% working with them on, beta testing it out, and, they got stuff with airlines, pharmaceuticals services, security services, all that stuff, and they all had positive feedback to it. As you know, the iPhone is built on, basically the API is built on Cocoa Touch, which is the whole, touch features and all that stuff, multi-gesture, stuff like that, media, obviously, core services, the systems and all that stuff. And the Core OS, obviously, that's the OS X kernel, the OS X kernel, I should say. And that's built off pretty much the same API that OS X Leopard is built off of. Same thing, pretty much migrated into the iPhone. The tools that they talked about. So I'm trying to sum this all up. That they summed up in 2 hours and 10 minutes. 2 hours, and I'm trying to sum it up in 10 minutes, if that makes sense. Anyways, the tools that they were talking about for the iPhone that they released: Xcode for coding all your programs and debugging, editing, writing. Interface Builder lets you build your interface for your phone. Construct your user interface and connect with the code, if that makes sense. iPhone Simulator basically simulates the iPhone. You can use debugging on there. And they talk about instruments, which is pretty much benchmarking for all your applications, stuff like that. Then they showed some demos off. You can check those out when you watch the keynote. Then they got into this thing that they'll be releasing soon with messaging. And that's how not only it goes for messaging but for other apps, how to push updates. They already have in the iPhone, like the mail. When you get a new message, it'll say 50. Let's say you have 55. You get a new one, it says 56. A little icon indicator that's updating you if you get a new one. Well, they want to know about stuff like that for messaging clients and other apps, how to get that to work if you actually don't have the app running. He explained how, stuff like Windows Mobile and, Windows, the OS has, a task manager for all these background processes that are running. Because even if you close it, you still have a background process running. The reason they do that is so when you want to open up the program, it'll run fast, it'll open it up faster. But, on a mobile phone, that, constrains battery life, performance, and that eats up performance while it's running in the background. You're not getting your full, your full performance on the app you want that you're running foreground, it's running foreground in the background. So the app you're running is not getting the best speeds, not the best connection, all that stuff. So what they did is they developed this server, which basically is push notification service, I should say. It sends it to their server, which holds it with a persistent IP towards your iPhone, even when you don't have the app, and it pushes it through to their service to your iPhone. So that'll be coming out this September, along with the SDK, I believe. So then it went on. Steve Jobs introduced some new features for the iPhone, and that was with contact searching is now available, so you can search through your contacts via the keyboard. They now have iWork documents support, so you can view keynote pages, numbers, documents, all through, attachments. You can view them all through your iPhone, so that's really, really cool, especially for the businessmen. That's why, Enterprise is all, they're trying to target something that they really didn't have much of a grasp on, weren't really attracting in the beginning when they first released the iPhone. And now, guys, this sales are just even skyrocket even more. They have Microsoft Office integration with Word, Excel, for your spreadsheets and all that stuff, PowerPoint for all your presentations. They have bulk, delete, and move, so you can actually, rally up all the stuff you want to delete now, bulk, delete, or move them, whatever. Save images directly from an email. Scientific calculator, people were requesting that, so basically when you turn your phone sideways using the accelerometer, it'll detect it and go into a scientific calculator for more, mathematical terms, stuff like that. More language support, I believe they added looked like maybe, how many, maybe 20, 30 languages, maybe less, I'm not sure. And that will be updating along early July. The SDK itself will be released early July with it'll be free software update, so if you already have an iPhone, it'll be free software early July. As for that stuff I was talking about, the messenger icon updates, stuff like that, that'll be this December. And the iPod Touch, remember last time they charged $20 for the features, they lowered it down. They are still charging, which, they could have done it free, but it's reasonable price, $9.95, so they cut it in half pretty much. So yeah, now talk on the App Store. The App Store is going to be released, I think, March, I believe on iTunes. So with the App Store, you'll get automatic updates for applications. It can be done wirelessly. They have 62 countries in support now. 10 megabytes or less, it'll be done via cellular. It can be done via cellular, Wi-Fi connection, or iTunes. You have those three options. If it's 10 megabytes, it's higher than 10 megabytes. You can only do it through Wi-Fi or iTunes. They also have this new feature for the enterprise. Sorry, I almost had to cough there. But new enterprise feature. Basically, let's say you want to post your content out to a certain number of people within the App Store to use your app. Well, this thing, what it will allow you to do is authorize iPhones to use it. So if a school bought a whole bunch of iPhones, they bought 10 iPhones, let's say, and a professor needs to output this application to those 10 iPhones only, they'll authorize the iPhone. They can put it anywhere on their internet server and send it out, so it'll only be released to those iPhones and it'll only be authorized to those iPhones. So that's really cool. So basically, it'll create apps that can only run on that iPhone. And they also have something called ad hoc, which is basically you can register up to 100 iPhones. That's more for universities and stuff like that. And that pretty much ended with the whole iPhone stuff. So that was a lot of updates, guys. And for the enterprise guys, for the businessmen, the IT managers, that's only going to bring the morale up. And iPhone sales, I think, are going to skyrocket more. They've sold 6 million about. Now they pulled out Phil Schiller, and he talked about Mobile Me, which is Mobile Me is this thing that replaces .Mac, it pushes email, calendar, etc. Stores it into a cloud, as he refers to it, pushes it down to either Mac, iPhone, or PC, and up and down. Basically you can forward. Let's say you have a iPhone, you get an image, you save it, you can send it to Mobile Me, check it on your Mac, PC, and you have it there. It's in your album, it's in your gallery. So basically, it's push email, push calendar, all that stuff. I'm not gonna get heavy into that. So moving on down, more stuff with the iPhone. 3G is here, guys, and awesome, guys. I was clapping hysterically, I guess if that makes sense. It's 2.8 faster with the 3G support on the internet browsing, that is. 3.6 faster in downloading email now. GPS is confirmed. GPS, awesome. Global, positioning system. Is that what it is? I'm not positive. The price sliced right in half. $199 from $399. That's for the 8 gig. It's $299 for the 16 gig, and you get an option of white. And the design is new, sleek background. So I don't have the iPhone that I had with me, but my sister's iPhone. But new, sleek background. Camera's in the same spot, just really thinner, so it's not thicker, it's actually thinner. Same front, great design. They're trying to release it in 70 countries by the end of this year. Japan, where I am, is one of them. So I'm hoping to buy one, $199. I'm not sure, but they do have a service provider that my cell phone uses. My cell phone's not even here. Yeah, here. SoftBank is what the provider is called, and that's a famous Japan service. So that'll be here. So awesome, guys. Awesome. WWDC, huge success for part 1. Give it 2 thumbs up. We're still looking forward to 10.26, as he said will be shown off, so it'll be called Snow Leopard, guys. So, guys, thanks for joining me today. That's just an overview of the part 1 of WWDC. I'll be sure to get back to you tomorrow with part 2 of WWDC. And, yeah, I'm looking to get that new iPhone 3G when it comes out here. 70 countries are going to be attending to the main ones first. Japan, some other ones, India, stuff like that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you comment, rate, subscribe. Subscribe button's over there. Comment. and subscribe to the channel, like I said. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.